Guys, welcome back to a new Darkness Rises video. In this video guys, I'm gonna talk about awakening, okay, awakening phase 1 and awakening phase 2 and how this could be amazing, okay. So let's see, they announced guys, okay, that we'll get a continuation for character awakening, and they actually two more phases. So right now we have the current phase 1, and then in July we'll get phase 2, and December phase 3 of character awakening. So this could be a huge thing, okay. So I'm going to discuss about um, how I see it, and how this could be really good. So depends, okay, how they will implement this. So so far what we know, okay, for example, we get for phase 2 what we know, effects and animation are for phase 2 will change. Effects for animation for the normal skills, okay. They say much more impressive and stronger attacks along with a variety of playstyle using a range of attributes allows you to play a combat style that is perfect for you. So besides from this, what I understand, besides the new, more stronger, powerful attacks, okay, we'll get also probably more attributes that we can spend, or maybe could be different types of attributes. So I'm gonna discuss about that. The upcoming awakening will also bring a lot of changes to the PvE co-op content, where you bring the fight to other players. You will have to try very hard to work together with your party in order to activate your inner power. We'll continue improving and adding more to make battle more enjoyable. Okay, so from this, okay, what I understand, so we'll get new PvE co-op contents. For example, one of that content that will come okay, with the anniversary in July is guys this new PvE, okay, mode, Underworld, is the Temple of the Souls, okay. And in here guys, you will be able to enjoy a large scale battle set in Underworld for our 4-year anniversary, okay. Experience various modes and various battle in PvE co-op contents called the Temple of the Souls. So it's a co-op mode, so you'll join with other players. We have new mechanics, they say various new mechanics, including your choice of different battle styles and hidden area which make fighting more enjoyable. So that means maybe inside this mode we'll be able to customize how the character progress inside this mode. So that's quite interesting, how the character, like the builds, and yeah, how the character could progress. So that's quite interesting, because they say a choice of different battle styles. They also say hidden areas which can make fighting more enjoyable. So that means this PvE mode could be like a bigger map, like a actual dungeon where you can unlock different parts. You fight maybe again different bosses with different rewards. That would be really nice. I really hope this time, because we never had a proper co-op PvE mode, a proper ride. We had, you could say, Immortal rides there, but they are not quite right there, you know. But this could be it. This could be the important one, and maybe this also will be part of phase 2 of awakening. So maybe we'll have to obtain some materials that we can progress to phase 2 of the awakening. So that's quite interesting, quite excited. Also for phase 3 they will add a new PvE, also another PvE co-op content. So each phase will have related to it other PvE contents. So let's go now to phase 1 and tell you how I see this, how I see this to how in my vision this could play out, and how I would love to see this happening, you know. So right now we have phase 1, and what we got awakening levels, max level will be 19, awakening transfer, awakening attributes, we have the new awakened skills, and I think these are pretty much all the things. So how I see in phase 2, I will see a continuation of the awakening levels, but this time I hope they add more levels and the cost will be less, way less. Like in here, as you can see, we need Diabolic Stones 700. They could add new type of stones to upgrade, but maybe for each upgrade, like we'll get like maybe 20-30 levels or more, and at a lower cost. And I would love to see that right now when you get a new level, you get a fixed stat, like a specific amount of attack, defense, HP, crit. No, I would love to have like point system, some point system where you can distribute between attack, defense, HP, crit damage, crit rate, like defense penetration, these main stats. So you can spend these points. For example, for each level we could get like, so let's say if we have 30 awakening levels, for each we get 5 points to spend wherever we want. So we create our own builds. Maybe you want to be more tanky, so you want to have penetration, resistance, or HP regen, something like that, and you could spend there. Maybe you want to have more damage, you will spend into attack, crit rate, crit damage, defense, penetration. So you can make your own build, guys, depending on what you're lacking. Maybe you lack crit rate, you can mix min and max all of this, so that will be really cool. I would love, I used to like RPGs where you will give you this freedom of spending the points however you want. I love those types of RPGs where you could, so I would love to see this happening, because we like to test things, we like to be in control, and you know, min and max stuff, test different things, and we could also reset those. So we maybe will need some type of items to reset those skills, so it won't be like maybe you try one build, one type of build, you don't like it, you reset and try different one. No, so that would be really cool. Let me know what they think about this idea. So instead of fixed stats like this, you get points where you can spend into more options. You have more options in there to spend and make your own build. This is for awakening, so more levels, more options in there. Then what else? Awakening transfer is not that great. I don't know, do you like it, guys? The awakening, I don't like it that much. Okay, you can get some power, but I don't know, they could increase this, but I believe it's kind of waste of the legendary gear. Maybe they should add new type of materials to increase the level, so they could increase another 20-30 levels, but instead of using the gear, they should add some type of awakening materials that we could farm on new. So definitely very important, guys. With awakening phase 2, I would love to see the new story coming out with new regions in PvE, plus other changes for other contents, improvements, higher difficulty like tower. And from there, guys, we could get different types of materials to continue to awaken into phase 2. So they could play this out here, and for sure, by the way, with the awakening levels, we'll continue to get more attributes, and they could expand the branching in here even more. They could add more branching, and I would love to see this. Most of the skills are passive, okay? I would love to see in there some active skills in there, that skills that you can use. They will have a cooldown and you can use them. They could give you like different types of, you know, different types of attacks buffs, but you can activate whenever you need, with cooldown definitely. So what do you think about that idea? So more passives and some active skills in there. That will be interesting. And very important, guys, what I would love to see in phase 2 also is gear awakening, guys. Yes, gear awakening. I discussed about this in one of my previous videos. So possibility to improve, make your current gear, your legendary gear, even stronger, even better. So to give you an example, let's say you got level 80 Lundell gear and you started your awakening phase 2 process. Well, you will need some type, if you have level 80, any type of legendary gear, could be Lundell, could be PvE or PvP gear, okay? An option in here to upgrade it will appear, well, it will say awaken gear, and you'll need some type of materials to awaken this gear. When you awaken this gear, you'll get level 0 awakening, and like I said in my previous video, you'll get up to maybe another 50-100 levels of leveling up your gear. Also, you could increase your refinement level from 15 to 20, 25, or I don't know. Plus, you'll get increase on the main stats like attack, crit rate, crit damage, extra option for traits, more jewels that you can add, and other things they could add. Like I told you, for now you have skills, but only for the legendary weapon. For the armors and accessories you don't have, so they could add some skills in there. So how I see this, I don't want new gear totally different that will make obsolete the current gear. So I prefer gear awakening because you can use your hard earned gear, okay, the current gear that you work so hard, you can advance that gear to make it even stronger. And I don't want this to be easily achievable. So I don't want to everybody like for fusion, when you fuse, if you are lucky, you can get full gear in few days, or even in first day, actually not few days. Well, with this awakening, keep in mind, for example, to give you an example, you want to awaken the weapon, you'll need like 100 awakening shards. Those shards you can farm, you could farm them in new co-op PV content, maybe also in the adventure or true story. They could give you some of them, not full, but some of them. So you'll want to do the story so you can get more of them. Like, to give you an example, maybe so you need 100 for weapon, you'll get like 10 or 20 from the story, or for each part of the story, but you won't get full amount, okay? And you'll need like 100 to awaken the weapon. For the armor you could need like 60, 70, and for the other piece of gear like same amount, around 50, like half the most you should need for the weapon, okay? So you can choose what you want to awaken first, the weapon, or maybe you want to have more defense, you awaken the armor first. Maybe you want to have more HP, you awaken you start with the accessories. It's your choice, no? And you'll feel excited. You know you are working towards something, you see the progress, you see you're getting stronger, and you won't finish that in 1 or 2 days, 1 week. And they could incentivize this, so they could add some extra shards that you can buy every week, a specific amount, or they could give you some buff tickets, like I told you. Like we have the gold boost buffs, where you can use them in those dungeons where you can get the materials for awakening, and will boost the loot, the materials, by 20%, 30%. So you'll get faster. So if you want to speed up your process, you can spend money and do that. I might even buy that then. So this is with the gear awakening. So, and I could talk more what they could add with gear awakening, but just as a main idea, I think you got the point. So gear awakening will be amazing. And with the gear awakening, the gear also should change how it looks. So you could see that glowing effect. on your character, that will be amazing. Okay, so we talked about phase 2. They could add other stuff to phase 2, but these are the main things that I would love to see. Then with the phase 3, guys, what else they could bring? And also the skills, they already talked about the skills. They change animation, maybe the power of the skills also, the normal skills. So that's really cool, no? And with the phase 3, what I would see in there, guys, I would love to see transformation, character transformation. Like when you, so we'll get, let's say, when you start your phase 3 awakening, you'll have to go through some process, you have to complete some stuff, there will be some steps that will unlock more and more your powers, your inner powers. And at the final phase of phase 3, you'll be able to ascend your character and you'll be able to choose from maybe 2 or 3 different transformations. So you can transform into a different, like something different, something stronger, way cooler. Those could be permanent transformation or could be like temporary transformation that will last and you can activate whenever you want. So that will be really cool. Imagine, for it, to give you an example, if my destroyer could transform in like a big hulking beast that destroys everything, like spins it into a frenzy, like something like really powerful that will you'll see fire, okay, coming out of, like in this picture out of his eyes, his body, and he can burn with his energy, with his inner power, everything around. Like, you know, I'm trying to depict how I see somehow. So, or other types of transformations. You can transform with different beasts, maybe. Maybe you can change how definitely how the character looks, but also animation, also the weapons type. So you could have different weapons. What do you think? For example, for my character, you could have a double axe or a hammer, Thor's hammer, no? Finally, God Thor will get his hammer, no? Could have lightning coming out of his eyes or his weapon, you know, like these cool effects that you'll know this character this player managed to fully awaken his character. You can see that. You can see that, and then you'll also notice when he starts fighting because he will be way stronger than you. Maybe you didn't manage yet to awaken your character. So that will be amazing. Like character transformation will be so cool. Imagine every class to have the option even to pick from like 2 or 3 types of transformation. That will be so amazing. Plus definitely they could add other skills, they could add a new type of gear slots, okay, for awakening, that could give you even more power. So they could add some extra slots with let's say they could add like auras, because we had the aura, but those were working only on that PvE content, that useless PvE content. But they could add auras that this time you can use and they will give you buffs. I gave you an example. For example, some like there will be like different types like we had, and you could get HP regen, you could get so buffs for yourself, debuffs for the enemy, speed, okay, attack speed, movement speed, crit rate, crit damage, things like that. So, and you can combine, like in a party, if you go into a dungeon, if somebody has like HP regen or other stuff, the characters that are around you will get those benefits, and you get the benefits from the auras from the other character, and you can upgrade the effects. You could upgrade the effects. You can get different effects of these auras, and you can also see, like you see in here, okay, but they could come with a different color version. So that will be again another cool thing to have. So, and please guys, if you have other ideas, comment down below. Maybe you have an even better idea. So let me know what you think about my ideas. Would you love character transformation? Would you love gear awakening and other stuff? What do you think? So see you guys next time. Bye.